Wyeth from PLP. I'll get the formalities out of the way. How's your team shaping up for the final Premier League game of the season? And I guess in particular, many of us will know how energy draining having a new child in the house can be. So how's Raul Jimenez doing?
He's doing okay. Everything went well with his baby, and he's ready to go. As all the squad, we are everybody's okay. So we are ready to go.
How strong has the experience of this season playing in the Europa League motivated you and given you the desire to try and make sure that you do have European football to look forward to again next season?
I think one of the things that we always look is to try and improve on a daily basis, and that obvious will improve us through the season. We committed to the challenge of European football. It's been 1 year already that we've been involved in a lot of games, and this is our mentality. We love to compete. The players want to play the game, want to try and do things well, searching for the improvement of the team. So always looking for new challenge, and a new game is a new challenge, a new chance to do things better.
Obviously, you need a win to guarantee sixth place to make absolutely sure. Does it help or hinder you that Chelsea also have a situation where they need something from the game to secure Champions League football?
This game is no different than any other. The approach is exactly the same. We approach it knowing that Chelsea is a very good team, full of quality and talent in their squad. Frank is doing an amazing job. They play really good. I think this is the best thing that you can see. They play good football, and we want to compete. We want to play the game. We want to play the game. What happens after, we'll see.
The fact, though, that it's a competitive game, isn't it? It's not a dead rubber for either side. So the fact that hopefully it'll be open, they've got to come at you. Does that give you an increased chance of getting the 3 points that make sure?
I don't know the game is gonna develop. That's a mystery for everybody. This is the football, new game, new things that is going to happen. Will require new answers from us, and we have to find solutions to compete against a very good team, like I said to you before. But nobody knows what's going to happen in the game. Nobody knows. You can predict, you can guess, you can think about it, but when the moment comes, new things will happen.
It is a year tomorrow, Nuno, since your season started. Could you perhaps give us some insight as to what that has been as a challenge compared to a 10-month season, and how it's taken its toll both physically and mentally on you as an entire club, I guess?
This season we had football had something that life and the world has something that nobody was expecting. Was a pandemic situation that disrupt all the teams, all the preparations, all the planification that we had. So it's been a very long year, but no doubt that the biggest and the most tough challenge was to regain and to restart after the pandemic. This is it is definitely our major issue and our major challenge, to regain your levels of performance after the pandemic and what's happening.
You're edging towards the end of your third season in charge, Nuno. The rise has been staggering. Finishing 7th last season was a wonderful achievement, taking into account everything you just said, the unique challenges of this season. How proud would you be if you were able to take that club that one step further, to finish even better off than you did last season?
I'm proud already. I'm very proud because we have overcome the points that we achieved last season. So that by himself is a big success in terms of dedication, in terms of believing that you can improve. You can improve as long as you commit yourself. So I'm proud already.
A final one from me, Nuno. You've not made 5 substitutions at any point since the restart. My calculations are that you're averaging around 3. How would you feel about that rule remaining in place next season, that teams would still be able to make 5 substitutions during a game?
I think the rule of the substitutions came because of the pandemic and of the need that the teams had to manage better the time of competition of the players after such a long period without competition. But honestly, now I don't see why. When I look at the future and I look at next season, hopefully things will be normal, and I don't see why this rule has to change. I truly believe that we should go back to 3 subs and no water breaks. Because
Nuno, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Nuno, long season. Could you just give me the best bit of the season so far and the worst bit for yourself?
I don't do this kind of things.
Go on.
I don't do this kind of
Favorite
things.
game? Favorite moment?
It's tough. It's tough. Then it's tough to evaluate when you live on a daily basis. I'm very happy now. Raul has a beautiful girl. So life is this: good moments, bad moments, happiness, sadness. Just leave it. Just leave it.
You've got a bit of a break after this weekend before the second leg against Olympiacos. Will you give the players a break? Will you have the chance to meet up with your family again, who you haven't seen for a long time now?
Hopefully, yes. Hopefully, I think it's a good moment. We have some time after Sunday to prepare the second draw against Olympiacos. Of course, everybody needs a break. He needs time to rest and recover in a good way. It's not holidays for us. It will be a small break and we have to go again. But definitely, everybody needs a couple of days off.
And maybe you don't want to be drawn on the best bit of the season because you're going to go on and win the Europa League. Is that the plan?
Sorry?
You won't be drawn on your best moment of the season because it hasn't come. You haven't won the Europa League yet.
I always believe that our success is in the future. So hopefully, yes.
Thank you, Nuno.
Nuno, good to see you. You have a good record down in London. In fact, you've not lost at all since you've been with Wolves in the top flight down in London. Does that give you confidence? Does that make any difference at all to your thinking?
That's not entirely true. We've been to London many times, it's true, but we've been to London in the Championship also. That doesn't mean anything. It's going to be a tough game. You know that, I know that, but it's going to be a good game at the same time, and we want to compete, we want to play the game.
Absolutely, indeed. And obviously Chelsea have been in great form recently, but so have yourselves. On this final day, when everybody outside of the actual game itself will be so excited, does that have an effect at all, or do you manage to blank all that out and you just purely focus on this is 90 minutes?
Exactly that. You only can focus and think on things that you can control. And the players, is their task inside of the pitch. Ourselves is to prepare well the team to compete in a tough game. Well, the only thing that we will miss and everybody will miss it will be the atmosphere at the bridge, for sure. It's an amazing stadium, and the game deserves fans on it.
No, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Steve.
Do you have any questions?
Just one or two, Nuno. Firstly, just something we're asking all of the managers today. Could you sum up VAR in its first season in 1 or 2 words?
I will not say the first word that came to my mind. It's difficult in 2 words. It's difficult. I'm trying to be correct. I think they have tried their best. Hopefully they can improve.
That sounds all right to me. And just finally, in terms of the players and the condition of the players, it has been a relentless few weeks, 2 games every week. What condition are they in going into this final game, and do you have any concerns injury-wise?
We always have issues after such a tight schedule. After each game, always issues. But we still have another training session tomorrow, and I think everybody's okay to go. We don't have major problems on our players first. Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben.
Paul, I can't see you, but have you got a question?
Yeah, it's 1980, Nuno, since Wolves last finished in the top six. So how important is that, and how pleased have you been with the attitude and performance of the players over this 6 weeks period? Because it's been a bit of a slog. And Daniel Pedence as well with his first goal on Monday. How pleased are you for him?
I'm pleased with how the seasons has developed. I'm pleased with the growing of the team, the improvement of the players. I think we have done things good. Should be better in some moments, but this is the reality of a building process of the team. But I'm proud on how we have been able to operate as a group. The how for me is everything. How we do things, no matter what result you have after, is how you did it. It is what is important, and I'm happy. I think Daniel has had to add some patience on his situation. He arrived later. I think he took some time to understand the dynamics of the team, but the moment that he came inside of the team, he really helped us, and this is the main point. When a player is out and he comes in, he has to impact, he has to improve, he has to help his teammates, and fortunately Daniel is being able to do that.
And just as a final point, I mean, whatever happens on Sunday against Chelsea, you've got more points than last season. You've scored more goals than last season. You conceded fewer goals than last season. So that's progress. And I know you always talk about the progress of the team, whatever happens, and you've still got the Europa League to come.
That's it. I think we've been able to improve ourselves, and this is our biggest victory. Improve. When you do one time you do thing only one season, one game, and the next one you've been able to improve. There's only one why, because the players have committed to it. So, and he has to keep on going. They have to keep on going.